Hello everyone, it's Limsey here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to learn how to paint pansies. Pansy is this one-of-a-kind flower that it has a flatter surface and it almost looks two-dimensional. So it's a great flower to practice for beginners as well. Now let's get started. First of all, let's talk about colors. You can check out more details of my supplies that I use in the description box below. Let's prepare some crimson red and Prussian blue into your palette. Mix some water and blend these two colors together to create an amazing violet. Now let's start painting the first flower on our watercolor paper, slightly off-center, with 3 petals that look like a 3-leaved clover, connecting together in the center point. Press the belly of your brush to create this beautiful curve at the outer petal, and you can stroke out some white lines or space when you reach the middle part, so that we could have some space to blend in some bright yellow later on. While your paint is still wet, dip in a more deep violet in the middle area and gradually build the gradient. You could also stroke out some thin petal lines outwards, like what I'm doing here. Take your time to build up the gradient and just enjoy when the color does the magic itself. Now we will move on to the second flower while waiting for the first one to dry up a bit before we paint the rest of the petals. For this pansy, I'm gonna mix in more blue so that our purple is more to the indigo side, and that adds variation to your purple pansies. So repeat the same painting style that we did for the first one. And remember that the petal is rounded and curved on the outer area and pointed in the middle. And when the shape is formed, add more purple in the middle area. Now here I'm gonna mix in more Prussian blue and crimson red to create this really dense and concentrated purple. And we're going to paint the last 2 petals of the first pansy. So go back to the first flower, the petals at the back, and start off darker like this as they overlap underneath the first petals, like you are drawing a heart shape. Once it is done, it's time to add the yellow accent. So just grab a thick lemon yellow and spread it out in the middle area. Your pansy is gonna pop in no time. Now repeat the same thing for the second flower, only that it is more towards the indigo purple. I'm also adding a little bit more darker tones in the middle before adding the yellow. Now in real life, pansy comes in a variety of colors and patterns, even for the same pot of plant. Here I'll be showing you the more common types that we usually see. For the third flower, it's basically the opposite of the first 2. I start off with yellow for the first 3 petals in front, And then let's dip some purple in the middle while it's still wet. Purple and yellow are the perfect complementary colors for each other. And Pansy seems to know that too well to attract bees and butterflies, and of course our eyes. Now for the fourth flower, we are reaching the background, so it's going to be lighter. Start off with this diluted purple to almost pinkish lavender tone and paint the first 3 petals in this really soothing color, and also adding a subtle gradient in the middle. So by now you would know that there is a lot of back and forth when it comes to painting flowers. The same goes for Pansy. Now let's move back to the third flower and add the last 2 petals with purple. And now don't forget the remaining details for the fourth flower. Now the last part, we are going to add many loose details for the remaining background of scarce flowers, stems and leaves. Here I'm gonna add some side view flowers with the colors that we have left, like this yellow flower with 3 visible petals, and another one at the back with very diluted purple that it almost looks like pink. And when it comes to the greens, add some sap green with yellow and yellow ochre to create olive green. For every flower head, paint out these thin curved stems all the way down, and then paint out some of these leaves that have this curved and scalloped shapes, and they look sort of lumpy together without a very definite shape. And from here, just continue to build stems and leaves with diluted greens as we complete the rest of the composition. You can just go loose and enjoy and have fun with the rest of the background. And yeah, we're finally done, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed painting and learning this peculiar but amazing pansies. If you post it on social media, remember to hashtag LoveLimsy so that I could check out your work. And also, do like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and learning along. I will see you again. Be kind to one another. Bye bye!